Hi everyone, it's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, click the little blue button. Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified. I know I look like garbage. Victoria's been sick, very sick. I'm getting sick. It's happening, but we have a project to do. And then there's all the stuff that's happening in my state right now that's making me very sad, and I've been crying all morning, so I look like trash. But we have a project to do, so we're gonna do a little project here. Remember, I picked this up at the thrift store. This is a mail sorter that looks like a teapot and a teacup. It was $3.50, and we are going to give it a makeover. We're gonna make it look like something. I don't know. You know what I found? I was thinking like napkin decoupage, and then I couldn't find any napkins that I liked. Well, I couldn't find any napkins at all. Did I throw them out? I don't know. And then I found these. I picked these up at a garage sale some time ago, and they have been in my stash forever. So we have a choice between this bird thing and these fruit things. And I don't know, I'm thinking fruit for the kitchen. Soma Fruit Wallies. Pre-pasted wallpaper. Works on walls, wood, glass, and more. I'm still going to use decoupage glue on it. I don't care if it is pre-pasted wallpaper. But there's 3 different designs in there. The apple, the cluster of fruit, and the plum. This one is also wallpaper cutouts. And that is just the bird in the nest with the bee. It's the only design in there. The colors are pretty on that one, though. They're very pretty. But I'm thinking, you know, kitchen, teapot, mail sorter. What I wanted was, I had at one time napkins that were blue and white. That blue and white pattern, that China pattern. I know I have them somewhere in this room. Unless I threw them out. But I felt like that would be super cute to do the teacup and teapot in the blue and white China pattern. So, do I keep searching? That's the question. Because I have these, and we could just do it. Either way, this thing has to be painted, and I'm going to base coat it in white from Walnut Hollow. You'll need a pencil, a wood burner, a flow point, Delta Mini Stroke Medley pencils, spray sealer, and metal ruler. Trace stencil pattern onto wood as shown. Oh, they stenciled it in there with a one they wood burned it. No, we're not doing that. They put a cardboard in to keep this from like coming apart, but look. Not quite there. This thing is old. It's got to be from late 80s, early 90s. Well, that plastic is like half melted on there. Yeah, it's all different colors. Let me just put that on the floor right there. The destructions mean nothing to me. Those are going on the floor right there too. Oh, look at, even the wood is discolored. Yuck. This thing has had a life already. Ta-da. Well, we'll be repairing this. You know what? As long as it's apart, let's paint it apart, because it's going to be easier to get down in here with it not together. Otherwise, it creates a little box in here, which when you're trying to get a paintbrush down in there is kind of a pain in the butt. So if we don't have to, we're not gonna. Since it's apart, let's just paint it apart. Okay, I chose none of the above. I found this in my stencil, not stencils, but transfers, which I'm going to use on the cup. I don't know, it'll fit somehow. I want to use this. I've never used it. So I used to sell this stuff, but I never used it. It's called Vintage Texture by Bungalow 47. It's to give that nubbly, some people were actually using dirt to do that. And I was like, I'm not gonna do that. But it's or like baking soda or powder to make thick parts stand up on your paint. All right, so we're just gonna give this a base coat with this crappy brush. I'm not gonna use this brush. I wanna use that brush for the texture because I don't wanna wreck a good brush with the texture. Right, the instructions say to mix enough so that it's like cake batter. There we go. Like frosting or cake batter, it said. So there we go. We're starting to get frosting. And it says to apply with a brush and pounce it on to create peaks and let them slightly dry and then knock them down with a spatula. Now I have a spatula, I've got sticks. We're using sticks. Apply with a brush, pounce it on, creating peaks. Yeah, I got some stuff on here. I think we just let it dry a little bit, not completely dry. And then smooth it out, it says, with a spatula. Okay, it says when it's mostly dry on top, take a spatula. And I did find that I do have a spatula on the back wall. And knock down the peaks. Ew. Gross. Okay. For an authentic texture. Okay, we're getting a texture, all right. And flatten out the peaks. We definitely have a texture. I'm gonna clean up the edges here. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry really well before putting the next coat on because I'm gonna do the light coat over this now. So this has to be completely dry, but it looks like you just smeared batter all over it. I can see what it's going for. It could be a cool little tool in our arsenal here. we can use sandpaper to clean up the bits I don't like and sand back to the dark colors. So yeah, I see what's happening here. It's different, that's for sure. All right, we're down the rabbit hole now. I want to dry brush some pink on here first because I want to layer some colors for real. I'm gonna not completely saturate my brush here. Get some water on that. Take that off there. Hang on, all I have is a crusty cloth here. All right, I decided to put the cafe on the back and the bee on the cup. So I didn't paint the back perfectly. I just did a dry brush on that. And I'm going to transfer this bee onto the cup. Okay, so the bee is on. Now we'll get the cafe on there. Now, glue back. Some wood glue in here. Alright, we'll let that dry. I am going to put some aging glaze on this. I was not going to, now I am. It's just looking at what's going on and then making decisions here. I'm going to just coat this whole thing. And this is just a glaze that you can get at any hardware store, just cabinet glaze. In the paint section, glaze, aging glaze. I like the brown, you may like the black. Pick your favorite. Damp paper towel. And just wipe the glaze away. Not all of it though. I don't want to lose all of it. Well, that turned out actually better than I expected. It's not what I had in mind when I came in here, but I don't hate it. I think it actually, I like the texture. It looks like slate. When I did the black or the gray on it, the texture reminded me of those slate tiles that I had. We did a project with them like years ago, but I had these gray slate tiles and the texture with that dark on it reminded me of it. I may do that texture again. I don't hate it. And I'm trying to decide if I really like it and I really have to do it again. like on a grander scale. I don't know yet. I like this. I'm happy with this for my $3.50 craft project. Yeah, you go to the thrift store, find old craft kits that nobody ever finished and finish them. I feel like this should be a thing. We should go rescue old craft kits and start making them. I don't love the little laurel leaf around the cafe. Wish I had taken that off, but it's too late. So we live with it. But it is what it is. Could be worse, could be better. In the end, it's done, and it's no longer an abandoned craft. It can put mail in it now and be really cute on somebody's kitchen counter. Thanks for watching, you guys. Happy chunking. Bye. Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.